Bizarre Brain Comics. Hello, my comic book friends, and welcome to Bizarre Brain Comics. I am Gary, your host, and this is where I like to take a look at some older comics, talk a little bit about the characters and creators, and examine the stories and the art. And this time I'm going to do something that I haven't done in a little while. Take a look at another handful of Archie Digest comics. Yeah, I've got scads of them, and I still have a few left that I haven't featured here. Yeah, from various years. And they are a lot of fun. Of course, we know the Archie Digests primarily from the checkout stands at the grocery store for many years. I guess they started doing that in the early 70s. And of course, that caught on, and DC and Marvel did some too. DC did a lot of digest comics, and Marvel just a little bit in comparison. And of course, but one of the things that's so neat, it's a good introduction for kids, because comics are harder to come by unless you go specifically to a comic shop, and it's a good jumping on point for kids to get interested in comic books, because So I'm going to take a look at this first one. Of course, this is Archie Digest number 236. I don't know how their numbering system actually works, but because they have so many different titles and stuff, over the years. And this is from 2007. The thing was, this is the special 65th anniversary commemorative issue, because at this time it was 65 years since Archie was first introduced. Now it's 81 years. But this is from 2007, and of course a cute cover here by I don't see a credit. Probably Dan Parent, of old Archie meeting new Archie. And the neat thing is this, because it has this is reprinting the very first Archie story, first appearance from Pep 22 in 1941, and it also features the entire contents of Archie number 1 from 1942. With a little text introduction, and I have a few different reprint forms featuring this first story. So you can see there's quite a bit of difference, even between this first story and the later stories. And this Archie seems younger, I would say junior high-ish, meeting Betty and getting into antics with Jughead. And I would say the story reads more to me like a Tom Sawyer story. And then here we go, Archie number 1 first. And this is where we get Veronica. It's really neat. It's not down memory lane. You get to see some of the lovely and different artwork compared to, of course, Bob Montana started that. And then, of course, with this also you get other stuff, Cubby, and some more Archie stories, and just other things that they had in the book. Some silly stuff before they get to some shorts. Before they're still getting there. I think this is where it is. Yeah. See? The whole thing. It's a fun book. That one is. Okay. Then this is Jughead with Archie, number 24, 75 cents. This was, I looked and I've forgotten what it said now. Yeah, 1978. So, one of the things about some of these older digest stuff is because they reprinted more older stories. That is from the 50s and 60s. But unfortunately, here's a cute little Archie story. And one of the superhero, Captain Hero stories. Jughead as a superhero. Various other things. Unfortunately, this is before they did the credits, so I don't really know who did what. This is neat. It's the clawing hand. Now I like these kind of Archie stories because they still, not, you wouldn't want them all the time, but where they had real adventure stories, still laced with their humor, and in there, and occasionally horror stories like this, which leading the way to the Archie horror series, but very, very lightly. And here we go. Archie Digest Comics. Here Archie is with the boat. They're out camping and got the bear moving the boat with him, the canoe, and Archie thinks it's Jughead. Male bonding, of course, starts off with them. And here we have some credits, and this is from 98. Has some credits. Barbara Slate, Tim Kennedy, etc. And is a little more adventurous, still in their humor vein. Mr. Weatherby story. One thing I thought was kind of neat in this story here. Take a hike, and what's that Archie is wearing? It looks like he's wearing a Black Adam t-shirt. I wonder if that was intentional or not. Have then little things here referencing the history, and they're all fun. They're always fun. Archie Andrews, where are you? And this looks like a winter issue. We start with Moose driving Mr. Doily. Play on driving Miss Daisy. And Betty and Veronica in the school. Title holders. There was something else in here I thought I saw earlier. Wrote of Matter. That was nice artwork there. Nice stuff there. Another superhero story with Reggie as Evil Heart, and here's a spooky one. Oh yeah, this is a whole The Uninvited Guest, another little spooky story. It's a longer run. Archie's Pals and Gals, 106. This was cover price of $3.69. So this would be early? Doesn't say right there. Yeah, 06. Has a Sabrina and Salem story. There's Sabrina. I like the story. This goes back to the 70s, I'm sure. Hot Dog. I like Chuck Clayton. I like the Chuck Clayton ones because there's always some artistic stuff. And I think there's another one in here. Then we have some Josie, just Josie, and some of Josie and the Pussycats, but they list them all as Josie and the Pussycats. But some of them are pre-Pussycat days. They're supposed to be more Josie, Sabrina, more Chuck, Paper Chase. And there's another, I think it's in here. Oh, this one's kind of neat. It's a Dilton. So those who are Dilton fans, some girls have all the brains. Dilton Doily has a solo story. Yeah, so those are the guys, like the guys on the podcast, Archie and Me podcast, and they're both big Dilton fans. So check that out if you haven't. Just enter Archie and Me podcast. Another Sabrina story, Wild Wicked Ways. It's cute. Oh, here's the one I was looking for. It's a Chuck Clayton story. Of course, it usually involves drawing stuff. So it involves him doing the drawing and doing some comics and comic characters that are basically kind of swipes of some actual comic characters, but as his friends is in their place. And what's this? Big Moose, Night Rider? What? writer, and it has Moose as a knight. Something in his history lesson. Betty and Veronica Double Digest. This is 176, and this is about the same time. Dan Parent cover with Cheryl Blossom. Same old. Betty and Veronica. Of course, Santa's Little Helper. Ooh, Cheryl Blossom headline fashions. Always have little fashion things. Lots of Cheryl Blossom reprint stuff. Even though she's a vowel girl, I like Cheryl Blossom. But then I have a thing for redheads. Bird Ladies of Riverdale. See what we have here. Oh, yeah, and Katie Keene vintage, and it has some. I think in this one, Christmas coloring page featuring Katie Keene. Then we have some Katie Keene stories, reprinting from their Katie Keene comics. I had one dress design published in a Katie Keene comic, but I haven't seen it in ages. Pinups. It goes back to the 60s, man. Kitty Diddy. Veronica's Future Fashions, and this is it's some really pretty stuff here on their skating togs. And more Cheryl Blossom. And then we round that out with Tales from Riverdale, Reg the Barbarian. And the neat thing is because it's what's going on here? Oh, it's Reggie's got a job at a Renaissance festival. And then it follows that up with a story when they would delve into alternate realities, like other kinds of adventure stories through history, featuring the Archie cast as the main players, and those are always good, clean fun. And who's that? Is this Dan Parent, Rex Lindsay? I don't know. And here's a story from Archie's Weird Mysteries. This with Fernando Ruiz artwork. I don't know. No credits for which is unfortunate. It's always neat stuff. Time Space Conundrum. Archie and Friends Spy Gig. Some kind of spy adventure that the Archie gang is on. And then some flashbacks to some older stuff from the 70s, it looks like. It's all good fun, and I still have more to bring you at a later date. So that's what we've got this time with Archie Digest Comics, and this is really cool. A good snippet into history without having to pay for a lot for a big reprint volume. So thank you for joining me. Please like, share, and subscribe. Tell me which era of Archie you like best, if any. Have you, almost impossible, have you never read any Archie comics? Or are you, like me, still an Archie fan? Let me know in the comments below. And remember, comics are art.